says we're live. Excellent. Yay.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, Ingrid, to another Tuesday Night Live for our Forest for the Trees sew along. Boom, boom, boom. Uh, I think I'm pretty sure that we ended last week where I didn't have a Y seam sewn all the way up. I actually finished that block so that I could, post it and show how nice it is. I have a couple more blocks done too, because I got to do that at our Saturday sew. But today I have the three pieces. So I have the trunk and the sides of the tree ready to get pieced together. So I'm going to show the whole Y seam situation and how I find it's worked up best for me. And then Ingrid, if you would share your tips on how you felt it worked, if yours is different than mine, because everybody does it differently. So that works for
Absolutely.
you. I know that you had kind of discovered that you made a positioning oopsies.
Oh, so should I show that?
Sure, yeah, sure. I'm excited about the colors that you have to go together. I really love the just, yeah, look at those colors.
So, okay. Yeah. So I sewed them together, and this would be like the side of the tree. But the intention was to have the yellow up here where the green is. So it needs to be yellow, red, orange, green.
Yeah.
So I had it backwards.
But as I think, as a tester, just to make sure that the colors look good together, I think it's phenomenal and it looks great.
Yeah, so it was just confirming the colors would work well together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Making sure that it was the right color choices, which
Yeah.
I think, and the purple trunk I'm so excited about. So
Oh, yeah, I didn't, that part I did not mess up. But where is it?
who knows where Buddy took it.
Yeah. I had all of my other pieces scattered about because Buddy was up here and knocked everything down.
I figure that might play into why you don't know where the trunk is.
Yeah. But look, I mean here's Captain Hank just being
Oh,
so good.
look at him.
I do nothing wrong. It's
No,
always
he's
Buddy.
such a good boy. It's always Buddy getting into trouble. Hank would never do anything
Yeah.
bad or incorrect. Say hi to Gladys and Elsa. Good evening, ladies. I was gonna say good night, but it's actually not night yet. So good
Yeah.
evening.
Hi, ladies.
All right. So I am going to start putting the Y seam bits together. And I'm going to start. So I have A. I'll go ahead and start with the B side. Why the heck not? It's B, which I realized my B is facing down and my CDE is facing up. Whatever. the letters. Doesn't matter. You're still putting them together, B, C, D, E. But I'm going to line up my edges. This is where, if you are so inclined, you can put a pin into each corner and make sure that the pin is coming out on the other corners, and then do the airplane method. So I will show that on this side, just so I'm actually showing you the theory of what I'm talking about. So I'll put a pin right in the corner of the paper here. Boop. And then another one in this corner. And then I'll line up to match the corners here. That. And swing the other one around. Hey, Valerie. How are you doing tonight? All right, and I'll bring this one up in this corner. Oh, nope, that wasn't close enough. There we go. So let me see if I can angle it so that you can see the pin, maybe, sort of. I'm moving the pin around. It might be too thin to see. Woo! But it's right there in the corners. And so that'll hold my two pieces of fabric together, right sides together. And then I'm going to bring another pin in. Oh, Elsa. Oh, that's neat. Elsa sewed each strip with the Y seam, and then so instead of sewing all the strips together and then have one Y seam. Oh, that's a lot of Y seams. Look at you, wild woman.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's awesome. That you got some practice in.
Yeah. Yeah. Elsa, how did you find that worked for you? And so it might be interesting. Watch the way Shannon does it and see if maybe you try that maybe on your next block and see if you like that better.
Yeah.
Or not.
And then I put the pin in to hold it. And the reason why I say do it like an airplane is because if you go straight into the paper and then angle your pin to go across the seam allowance, it will shift your papers and it won't be as accurate when you're putting the pieces together. But now I can take these ones out so they don't rub up against my machine. Valerie says, I am happy I turned a mistake into something pretty. Oh, I'm interested to hear about that.
Did you read what Elsa wrote?
Oh, you make it sound like I did something sort.
You did.
It's not wrong. There was nothing wrong with it.
It worked.
Right. The ends justifies the means. If it all came together and you're happy with the final look, then it worked.
Yeah.
It was just extra Y seams. That's all. Okay, so
I tend to overcomplicate things in my life.
Yeah, that's my game. My thread came out of its little oh, what do you call them? Oh my lord, I should remember what you call them by now, but the guides. There we go. The thread guides. To make sure I don't run over my pin.
And your finger.
Yeah, that too. All right, so let's see. So sewn on this side, sewn on this side. Then what I've been doing with this is pressing these seams to one side. I found that was easier for me when I got to the Y seam part. if this wasn't open. Does
Are
that make
your
sense?
other seams pressed open?
Yeah, yeah, these are all pressed open. They don't have to be. I just did. There's not so much bulk at any of these that it was better to press one way or the other. Um, but I pressed them open, and then the where I added A to the body, I uh pressed up into the branches, and I didn't open up the Y seam one.
Okay.
That's just what the fabric was saying to me, so I let it do its thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to let the fabric speak to you.
Also, I took out the paper on this inside seam. So I took this paper out, but I kept this paper. Oh, let me see if I can. So the A block side, I took the paper out on the seam allowance at the beginning, but I kept the E and the F paper in to help me make sure I lined up my final ending point when I did the Y seam. So I'll show that too. But let's see. Hey, Del Marie.
Hi, Del Marie.
Hi, Nellie.
Hi, Nellie.
There's Nellie's a Nut House alum.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
Nellie went the first year. Nope. Yes. Yep. First year. To Walnut Port, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah.
Good times. Can't wait. Just a couple more weeks.
Oh, it's good to be back again. All right, so that is one side. Doesn't matter which side you want to do first. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And I'm gonna put the pins in. And here at this point is where I'll go all the way, I'll start all the way in the seam allowance, but we're gonna stop at this point, which I totally forgot about over here. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm just gonna open it up a little bit because that's where the Y seam is gonna connect. Not a big deal to just unpick those couple little stitches to get it back to this point in the paper, because we want it all open there to close the Y seam. I don't know if that's the proper terminology for Y seams, but it works for me. But let me just loosen up these threads and just open it up right back up to the end of the sew line.
Here's the troublemaker.
Is he looking for more stuff to get into?
Stuff to knock down.
Yeah, looking for more stuff to get into. You hear my two over there acting a fool?
What are they doing?
The dogs are messing with each other. There we go. All right, so now we have that back so that I can get the Y seam taken care of. Pull it tight. And then we'll add this side, which is side F for me, but you can start with F and then add the other side. That part, it is not, it doesn't matter which way you start with. And you can pin again and line all of that up if you would like to. I am going to wing it as I normally would. Corners, making sure to keep my edges straight. And away we go. See, Valerie says, somehow I set my inseam pockets too low for my waistband to catch the top of the pockets. Okay, I'm visualizing. I've only made a couple of articles of clothing, so I'm just visualizing. Okay.
Wait, say it again.
She set her inseam pockets too low for her waistband to catch the top of the pockets. So I don't know what kind of pants you're wearing, but like where the hem catches the top of your pocket. And so she did she used some pretty embroidery thread to make a row of hearts. Excellent.
Oh, I love it. That sounds like a great design feature.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, now I need to make sure I'm looking, because I just looked up to look at the dogs and sewed way off kilter. There we go.
Uh-oh, he's got the squeaker.
Is George like all good to go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. Feeling fine.
Good.
Pretty much recovered from,
The trauma.
the trauma of, having his surgery.
There we go. Nellie says she's doing okay.
Resent me.
What's that?
He doesn't seem to resent me.
Well, that's nice. Yep, Nellie says she's doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Valerie said, hi, George. And Valerie's been waiting to use that Madeira thread, so now she got to do it with the decorative hearts.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Shelly Sews from Ohio. How is Ohio this evening?
Valerie says George is so cute, he doesn't need to be good.
He agrees.
He agrees, yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna iron this back and then show off what I've got going on.
That's not helpful.
All
That's not helpful.
right, so we've got both sides added to our tree trunk.
Oh, cool.
Woohoo! And now I'm going to join these two sides in holy matrimony. And I just held these edges together with clips so that it wasn't all flopping all over the place. It was kind of like held as like one piece, if you know what I mean.
That's a good idea.
I just clipped a couple down And then it also kind of makes it helps make it or keep it square because you're making sure your corners are all matching up.
Oh yeah.
At least that made sense in my noggin.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So I'm going to start up here at the top. So I'm going to make sure these meet. And so like this, I'm going to make sure these seams match each other. So I did them open. In the instructions, it talks about going from one to the other, I think. Or no, with sewing the blocks together, I think is when I talked about that. Never mind. Getting ahead of myself. Getting ahead of myself. But I'll clip along this side because
you mean
my
to
sew edge.
nest this seam?
Yeah, nest the seams, yeah. Or did I talk about it? I can't remember. It's been a little bit since I've looked at the full written. I might have talked about going like up EDC B and going down IHGF, so that when you got to this point when you're putting them together, you're nesting those seams. But that's definitely a way to do it if you would so like. Trying to make sure my
You still watching the Olympics?
yes.
Clearly, I am not watching.
I am a sucker for all things sports. And another clip. So down on this side where, the trunk is like a full piece of fabric now, basically, you've got all those pieces. I just have it in in half. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to sew right to where the stitches meet. I don't know if you can see that well. Let me pull this paper back some. I think on the green you can see the light gray. Right to right there where those stitches are. Just to right there, we're going to sew to close the Y seam. I don't do a whole lot of back tacking in FPP anymore. I used to because I was so used to doing it with traditional piecing. But I don't really do it that much. But at the Y seam, I tend to do it. I tend to do the back tack a couple just to be sure. Oh, my papers are falling out and they're getting in the way. All right, coming up to the end. Just want to make sure. Stopping right There. Go back. There we go. So sewn all the way down. My papers were flopping around all over on this back side, but let's open it up and see how I did. Let's keep me honest. Did I keep those points? Woo-hoo. There we go. I think pretty good.
Oh, look at that.
Whoop, whoop. So I'll get it pressed again, and then I'll get my well, first I'll get the papers out, and use my not all the papers, just the seam allowance papers. They'll really, you know, you're gonna be sewing all these blocks together.
Yeah, you're leaving all the papers in, right?
I am. I just always do that to sew all the blocks together. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if you have to, because at that point you're just like traditionally piecing, sewing your blocks together, you know? It's not like if there were pieces across the blocks that needed to meet like in legit kits where it's like imperative you want to make sure that you're meeting those lines and everything, I definitely would not take the papers out. This is, you're just, you know, joining the next tree at 1/4 of an inch. It's not so, it's not such a big deal to keep the papers in. So it's just kind of,
That's true.
How you feel about that. And with this wobbling, like they're just flopping around. If you want to keep them in, if that helps you a lot with keeping your 1/4 inch seam on all the sides, you could always just put a little dab of glue and put that paper back down. You're set. All good.
Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie. Oh, Shelly's talking about the All Ohio Shop Hop is going on. So
cool.
folks are coming into the shop that she works at. That's fun.
Nice. Shannon and I went into our local shop on Sunday. Got our stamp to the one and only shop that we will be participating in.
Yep. It was fun.
Who was Flat what?
I was just gonna ask you, what was Flat Windy?
I thought it was Sarah.
Oh gosh, we suck.
So a flat some lady.
Flat somebody, the organizer of all the shop hops, came into the shop while we were there. And obviously Ingrid and I were so highly impressed with the whole thing. And we don't remember what her name was. Apologies to anybody else out there that got really into that. I didn't even know that was a thing that was happening. So
I had no idea.
When the lady came in with it, I was like, oh yay, okay.
I thought it was just something she was doing, like something she was doing for fun.
Yeah.
You know,
like on her own.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, I'd do something like that.
I felt so bad for her because I'm sure she was expecting like far greater excitement out of people that were in the store. And after she had left, other people came into the store and they were very excited. It was just Ingrid and I had no idea and also gave no cares at all.
It was lost on us. The shop owners asked if we wanted our picture taking with it, and we're like, no.
It's okay. Thanks for the offer.
No, thank you. We don't know who that is. Oh well.
That was pretty funny that we were just like,
I
all right,
mean, they know us well enough to not be bothered by that. So,
right, yeah.
are you helping? Are you gonna be my
Is it Hank still there? Or oh, George is there.
ironer? Oh yeah, Hank is still over here, and Buddy is too. They're all just laying around with me. Well, George is not laying around. Buddy's on my fabric. He's keeping everything warm and coated with hair.
There you go.
Ain't that right? Yeah. Here, I'll show you. Here's
Oh,
Buddy.
look at him.
Just he's being the fabric protector over
I
here.
I like it. He's just making sure it's ready for you when you need it.
Yeah. Right. And look at Hank over here.
No.
Oh my gosh, look at him. You see his
Oh, his little head upside down.
yeah.
Uh,
What a goober. Sorry. Okay, cat
there we
show's
go.
over.
I'm here for the cat shows. I love it. There we go. Those two will go together like that. And
Very
the green
cool.
pasture will be in the middle.
What?
The green pasture will be.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, sorry,
I
cat.
hear you.
Yay! So much closer. All right, so those down. On to more sewing.
Very cool.
Did you want to share the fun stuff that's happening in your house?
Oh, with
Friend?
the kitty?
With the friend?
Yeah, so I went to a pet food store over the weekend and they had cats there available for adoption. So of course I had to put my application in. And I found out today that they approved me. I mean, like, why wouldn't they? Well, just kidding. So the cat's name is Toby, but I'm gonna rename him Steve. And he's 4 months old and he's mostly blind. So that's why his name is going to be Steve after Stevie Wonder.
Love it. Oh, he's gonna be so cute.
And his coloring he's gray,
Ooh, nice.
like a gray tabby, I think.
Oh, and that's gonna be so cute. He and George are gonna grow up together.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how him and George get along.
I am so interested to see what, like, after bringing George in the house, what Hank and Buddy are gonna do. Like, are you kidding me, woman?
Another one. Well, I think Buddy will be happy because Hank doesn't really want to play with him
Yeah.
because Hank is already in his
Grumpy old man face.
yeah. I am beyond playing, child.
If I were to make him one of those Taylor Swift little friendship bracelets, it would say grumpy. But he's not grumpy with like you or me or anybody that comes in, just Buddy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and George.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's rather a lovey baby for the rest
Oh
of us.
gosh. He sure is. when I had my brother's dogs over here, I was stretched out on the couch, and I had Ruby over here on this side, Iris over by my legs. George was on the floor pacing, like, I don't know what's going on here. Why are they in my spot?
Oh my goodness. Okay,
And
ladies.
Hank was up on top of the couch and climbed down on my shoulder and laid on my chest.
Oh,
Yeah, as far on me, but as far away from the dogs as he could get.
it's possible. Yeah, I like that. That's funny.
But yeah, he wants to be with you. And so does Buddy. But the thing like with Buddy is I had to learn when I got him that, one of the things that I do at night is I will stick my foot out of the sheets and blankets,
Yeah.
to get cool off. Stick the
Oh,
foot out,
oh,
right?
you're trying to have the monster under your bed get you. Okay, crazy.
Yeah. So this turkey butt will attack your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's there for me to play with. You meant to do that at 2 o'clock in the morning. That means you want to play.
It's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
uh, Valerie, cats that help change the sheet. I have to lock myself in my room and change my sheets, make my bed, any of that. Because between the cats and George, it's just not happening.
yeah. It's just a big game.
Yeah. I feel like I sound like my mother. I'm not playing with you. But I want to play. And I just that makes her sound like a curmudgeon, but she's
But when you're
not.
trying to go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's not the time that I'm playing.
Right. Yeah, Valerie, I think George will love him. George loves everybody.
Yeah.
He is seriously like that Looney Tune. I love him and hug him and call him George. Or whatever it is that is said.
So he's the sweetest. And it cracks me up that he just has no clue how big he is.
Yeah, well, I think that is any big dog.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe it's just that they don't care.
Well, there could be that too. But it's just funny. Big dogs always. Oh, okay. Evan's coming back in. Big dogs always think they're small, and small dogs always think they're big.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you guys for saving me from the guy who lives here. It's very scary.
Were they barking?
Yeah. Oh, did you not hear them?
No.
Oh, nice.
No. Do you have like a sound filter or something on?
I didn't think so. What? But Zoom changes things like every night, so that's thrilling because they were so loud.
Oh, nope. Didn't hear a thing.
Nice. Lilu, you cannot sit on my sewing machine. She's trying to sit on the foot pedal.
There was Um, gosh, what is her name? I know it. She's so sweet. Marie
From
from YouTube. From goodness
Scrappy.
gracious. She lives in Maine.
Is that Scrapmore? Is Marie Scrapmore? Mount
No,
Scrapmore?
no, that's Barbara, I think.
Okay.
No, but she something to do with scraps, I think. Gosh. But anyway, she had I'll think of her name. I'll just like spit it out like I've got whatever. I won't say that. um she had talked about how her cat used to go into her sewing room and would sit like on top of it, like up on the top.
Yeah.
There was one time it got spooked by something that was outside and um it jumped off the machine, but it like toward uh the back of the table and kicked it with its back legs and knocked it off the table
Oh my gosh.
and busted it. So she thought it was okay at first, and then discovered that there were things that were not working.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So that was a big bummer. And Kitty was no longer allowed in the sewing room.
Yeah, that would be the end.
Yeah. Oh, I need to look up what her name was. That is really bugging me. But she's so sweet. Why can't I think of her name? Could you hear that?
No.
Okay, good. Because I accidentally clicked on my voicemail.
Oh, oh,
And it
maybe Zoom
started
changed it
playing a
for
voice.
everybody.
Huh?
I couldn't hear your thing. Maybe Zoom changed something for everybody.
Oh, maybe.
Lisa Marie? No,
No.
because I don't think Lisa Marie does YouTube, right? She's on Facebook, but I don't think she does YouTube.
Marie's Scrappy Creations.
That not Scrapmore, Scrappy Creations. Yes. I was close.
You were. Well, there's the woman Mount Scrapmore,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different person. That yeah, my brain is mush.
Oh, speaking of with Ingrid saying her brain is mush, we are going to be stopping at 8 o'clock tonight because we have both had days and weeks. It's Tuesday and it's been a week of Tuesdays. So we will be wrapping up in just 15 minutes. So I apologize for the short notice. I meant to say that right when we started and completely got excited about showing a Y seam. So my apologies.
Wow, that 45 minutes went fast.
Yeah. Well, when you get to talk about getting a new kitty, the time flies.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited. So next Tuesday, I'll be able to show him on.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I've got to get another cat bed for up here. I mean, I don't know why I have cat beds up here because they don't sleep in them. They just sleep on the fabric up here.
Yeah. Those beds are for guests.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. That's funny. The guest room.
Yeah. Boom.
Do you have Monday off?
I do.
I, I do too.
I do. I feel like there's something that was happening.
You're going to be doing your video.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. And I have it. It's on my phone. My reminder is on my phone. So I might not have remembered right now, but my phone would have reminded me. I am making my bag. I got to go get some more mesh from Joann's. So I'll do that probably that morning. And then um making, well, the green one I was gonna keep, but then I made the Maryland one, so now I'm gonna keep the Maryland one. And my son and his girlfriend have kept the green one, so now I have to make three again.
You have to make 3 again.
Yeah, so I'm back to having to make three because I want to make one for both sisters and my mom. So I'm back to having to do three.
Lauren does not want one.
It's too big. Lauren's only 5'2". That bag is as long as she is. But Lauren is getting the vinyl backpack.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Come over. Come over for that vinyl anytime.
And Janice just joined. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
How are you doing, Janice? Janice, we've been talking about Y seams and new kitty cats and the antics that animals get into.
Yeah. What would we do without them?
Certainly be more bored, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. My brother asked me why I needed another cat. Honey, what you doing? I mean, it's a ridiculous question.
I, he likes to offer up the softballs of asking questions that my response would always be, mind your business.
Yes.
If I did win the lottery and I got to like build my dream house, that would literally be like, a bed and like a little closet like Harry Potter, and then just sewing everything all over the place. But on the other side of the wall would be just animals galore.
I thought you were going to say it would just you would be surrounded by cat trees.
That would be great, but I can't, not with all the fabric. I can't have them jumping from shelf of fabric to cat tree to shelf of fabric. It's got to be a separate situation.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just I gotta keep the two apart.
There's
Uh,
on it.
was that?
Okay?
What was that?
I said there's limits. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, my love has is not unconditional. There are conditions that must be met. Lulu, get out of there. Go lay down, crazy. Oh,
So next week you guys will be able to see a block our outfit together. You would have today if I wasn't a bonehead.
All good. Oh, Elsa, yes, like Asher House. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not allowed to like look at Facebook. I can't I can't be a part of any the humane societies like Facebooks or Instagrams or anything like that because I will Sarah McLaughlin's got my number. I will end up going to adopt every freaking one. And I live in a 3-bedroom townhome. So that does not it's not conducive.
I don't see what the problem is.
Oh, now I have that song in my head. Oh, Lordy. Oh, that sounds fun. Janice is sitting there hand quilting a sloth wall hanging.
Ah,
Sloths are awesome.
yes, they are. Stephanie and I got to love the sloth.
It's so cute.
Sorry.
No, it's so cute.
It was so much fun.
I
They
was
are
look
tiny.
I was I just smacked a mosquito out of the air. Sorry. But I was looking at the uh the cruises from Stitch in Heaven on the East Coast and saw that there are huge puffin populations in Maine.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I was like, well, that's what I'm saving up for. Stitch in Heaven cruise up the East Coast into Canada. Because obviously there's puffins are in Canada too. And in along the Maine coastline. So there we go. And puffins are not a delicacy in the United States or Canada like they
That
are in Iceland. So
they are in Iceland?
yeah.
Um,
Yep. Which I cannot as a foodie, I can't poo-poo a country's national like things that they do. I just can't be a part of it.
yeah. I mean, you it became a delicacy at some point because people needed to eat, right?
Right.
Eat what's native to your
Yeah.
area. But how can you eat something that's so cute?
So dumb looking. They're so freaking adorable.
I wonder how they taste.
Um, like chicken.
Probably. Everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah. But yeah, I can imagine, you're freezing your tush off and you need to eat. And there are these birds that nest on the ground that offer you an opportunity to get them a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does make me laugh that I have absolutely zero qualms with eating guinea pig, which are called cooey. But I won't eat. I won't eat a puffin, which I've never owned personally and had. And I've had a guinea pig.
Oh, there's a YouTube channel about this lady in California, I believe, is where I think she's in. I don't know. She's someplace warm. She has a guinea pig sanctuary. It's where she rescues guinea pigs.
Oh. Guinea pigs are actually like brought to humane societies a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Guinea pigs a lot, and rabbits after Easter.
Yeah. Rabbits are destructive. My
They can
daughter had a
be.
rabbit for a little while. She did a uh like a 4-H thing. It was
Yeah.
part of this group, uh and part of the thing was you raise a rabbit from the time that it's a baby.
Yes.
And then there was one person that didn't show up for the class, and Cassandra, being Cassandra, decided she needed to have that rabbit as well. So we ended up with two.
Oh.
Their names were Sarah and Sophia. What are you doing?
Well, as long as they both ended up being girls. Otherwise, you would have ended up with.
He's chewing on the leg of the cabinet.
Well, if
Yeah,
you're not.
no, they were both girls. They were both girls. But they, I ended up having, I think we went through like 3 different hutches because they chewed on the hutches
Oh.
on the wood. And then we built something for them in the basement. And, um, because of, when it got cold out, I didn't want them outside. Or when it was super hot out either.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they just throw the crap out of stuff. But they were sweet. And because she handled them from the time that they were little babies, they were used to being handled
Oh.
a lot, but we couldn't leave them. We couldn't just leave them running around because they would, well, number one, we had a dog that was an Akita Chow mix.
Oh, they would have died.
Yeah, yeah. High prey drive.
Yeah.
And they would like run behind stuff, and they were wire chewers.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, not the best. Hey, Carl. Carl, guess what? I'm getting a new kitty. I will have him Thursday night, I think.
New cat to show off.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl, I just saw your text.
Blind. I'm not sure exactly what his issue is, but like his eyes look hazed over.
Oh, wow.
One more than the other, but I'm not sure why
Yeah.
or what caused it or what type of long-term things we're gonna have to deal with, but
Yeah.
figure it out.
That's
But
awesome.
he is a love. He is a love.
Well, Carl, you get to meet Steve next Tuesday.
OMG, I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Well, it is.
Yep. His name is
No, go ahead.
Good. I
No,
thought you were
you
gonna
talk
say
about the name because it's 8, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So you go.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, his name is right now his name is Toby, but I'm renaming him Steve because of Stevie Wonder. Just, Stevie Wonder is blind, and I love Stevie Wonder. And I just love the name Steve.
And it go like now you have Steve and George.
Yeah. Hank.
Steve, George, Buddy, and Hank.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Well, it is 8, and I promised that I would let us get to bed early. So I want to thank everyone so much for being here this evening. I hope those that are doing the forest for the trees are enjoying themselves. I hope that the little walkthrough on Y seams was helpful. I want to invite anybody who might have no plans for the last Saturday of September to think about coming and hanging out with us for not an all day, a 4-hour FPP fest from 1 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Yes. That is available now on my website. Also, if you are doing the mystery quilt along Thursday morning, 8 a.m. will be part 4 of the quilt top, which is sashing and cornerstones and borders. And then the 31st will be the final like total reveal of the whole top. And I'm excited about that. I cannot believe we're at the end of that already. Like, whoa. Whoa. I'm so excited to see everybody's creations. Not that if you aren't ready to show it off, you don't have to be ready by the 31st. Please do not feel like that is that it's a requirement. Not at all. I'm just looking forward to seeing pictures when you have pictures ready. Let's see. Oh, also we'll have the next edition of the 1718 coverlet where I'm taking traditional, well, what was called foundation piecing, which is more like our applique now, is morphed into from 1718. But I'm rewriting all those patterns into FPP, and that has been a labor of love, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. It's so cool. I think I would have rethought. I think now what I like knowing what I know now, I would have rethought my fabric choices, but that's all right. I'm going for it. I'm in it now, so I'm in it to the end. But it's good. It'll be fine. So that's also up Thursday. Saturday will be the Tomta's block 3 of the Whimsy Wonderland on Stephanie's channel. Sunday will be block 4, which is the key. I'm excited about that. We'll be here on my channel for the brunch. Goodness gracious, we've got a lot of stuff going on, huh? And that's Labor Day weekend, so I hope everybody has a safe and pleasant Labor Day weekend. But yeah, that is all. Ingrid, any final parting words?
Have fun sewing.
Love it. That should be our sign off all the time.
Yeah.
Have fun sewing.
Play with the fur balls.
Thank you all so much. Have a great evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye.